if the sounds of the city outside were no different than the smallest sounds inside the crime lab?
Well, I enjoy working in the lab. It's my happy place.
And what if the voice you hear
Often they underestimate what I'm able to do.
wasn't behind the face you see?
And I don't match what people have in terms of expectations.
What if all of this sound is just silence? For Natalie Alloway, it is.
A lot of people don't think that a deaf person could even work in a lab.
Alloway is a forensic scientist in the DPS Drug and Toxicology Crime Lab and is the first person to communicate by sign language in the agency.
Some people try to speak louder and louder and louder, thinking that I'll finally understand them, which is never the case.
But Alloway's disability makes her even better at her job. Her vision is so crisp that she can look at evidence differently, with more refined detail than her counterparts.
Numbers, words, anything on a document, I can pretty quickly recognize if something's missing on a document.
But Alloway was something the department had never experienced.
They had no idea what to do.
So they called in Becca Bailey from the Deaf and Hard of Hearing Center to teach the DPS how to communicate with somebody who can't hear when nonverbal actions mean everything.
That deaf people rely on their vision and their eyes to convey information. Eye contact is important, for example, and it's considered too rude to look in another direction and when you're not looking at a deaf person in the conversation.
But it worked.
That hood over there.
For 6 years now,
It'll be an hour and I'll have it done. Okay, all right.
Alloway has been a staple in the lab, and her tech supervisor, Bart Gray, says it would never be the same without her.
It kind of makes you think twice, at least having her around, but it's a happy think twice. It's like, okay, it's somebody different, but they're still thinking along the way we do.
He doesn't consider her disabled at all.
I don't look at her as anything else but Natalie. I'm very proud to call her my friend, and very proud that she works here at DPS.
It's a world where sound and deafening silence are one in the same. For Alloway, it's a place where her voice will always be heard, just in a different way. In Phoenix, Brianna Whitney for Arizona's Family.